Scorpio. Oh my, what do we have here? We have the siren. There is something so mystical, magnetic that's just pulling at your energy. You can't resist whatever this is. You can't resist it. You could try. You could try and put up a fight. And you might. You just might, little stubborn little Scorpio. You might be like, oh, I'm not going to give in to this. I'm not going to give it any energy. The thing is, with the siren, the vibration it holds, the sound, the frequency, like you have become a vibrational match to something, good or bad. I don't care what it is. There's something that's pulling you in to the depths. All right. You're just imagining yourself, you're walking along the beach, and then there's something in the ocean singing and it's calling towards you. It's literally pulling you in. And next thing you know, you're in the ocean. You're like, oh my God, I don't even have my swimsuit on. What am I doing here? You're being pulled into, like, there's this gravity that's like sucking you into this depth that's going to take you down to the very bottom of something. You're going to get to the bottom. You want to go deep, Scorpio? You like deep, you like depth, you like that intensity. You get exactly what you want and more. There's something you long for. There's something that you have been craving. This is something that it's hard to find. It's very rare to come across in this life. It's once in a lifetime opportunity is what this feels like. And whatever this is that you've been longing for, that you've been curious to explore, you've been thinking about it, you've been considering, there's been a temptation, you're going to take this opportunity. You're going to do what needs to be done. Okay, like you could resist this as much as you want to, but sooner or later you're going to give in. This is inevitable. With this siren card, it's inevitable. You can't resist the call. And you have become a vibrational match to whatever this is that's calling towards you or calling you in, pulling you in. And yeah, you're going to have a really intense, powerful journey over the next couple of weeks. And it's going to be very positive. It's going to be awakening you on so many different levels, especially on a spiritual level, on a psychic level. I think that this is something that's going to be activating a part of you that has been blocked or disabled or disconnected or something that you had pushed away or shut out for a long time. This is something that is going to awaken this part of you that you've forgotten about. And this could also be bringing in a very sexual energy as well, or very like lusty energy too. There could be something coming in about even romance for some of you, or just like a very passionate relationship. I didn't even bother checking the bottom of the deck. What was it? The Hunter. Ooh. Prepare to be hunted. There's something that's like pulling you in, man. There's something that's calling your name. There's something that you might, at first when you hear this song, you hear this sound, you're like, I ain't buying it. I'm not giving it any energy. Nope. But it's just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger until you're like, what the heck? Why not? Let's see what this is all about. Can't be all that great. Surprise, motherfucker. It is. It is. So who knows what this reading is going to be about? I'm going to pull a couple Moonology messages. As I do in this reading, it's a full moon in Taurus. So I want to see what the full moon may have to say to you. You can listen to this reading any time of the year, but as I'm doing this reading, it's a full moon in Taurus, and you guys are going to be feeling this energy. Let me know how you're doing under this full moon. If you're listening to this reading around the day I post it, and then we'll get into the tarot, but I just want to know what this full moon wants you to know. This full moon for Scorpio. Show me clearly. What do my Scorpios need to know regarding this full moon? We have meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Yeah, there's like a spiritual activation taking place. And then we have full moon in Taurus. This happened in Capricorn's reading. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So we got a new moon and we got a full moon. We got some doors closing. We got some new doors opening. There's a nice transition taking place. At the bottom, we have hold your vision. Right? Don't lose sight of your vision. Don't lose sight of this goal of your desires and what you are calling in or attracting. So meditate and contemplate. You could actually be receiving a lot of interesting downloads. Excuse me. Clearing, energy clearing. Maybe there's something you need to express, okay? Sorry about that. You might be receiving a lot of interesting dreams, messages from spirit, or energy that's tugging at you, other people's energies that you're picking up on. So definitely take some time to contemplate, to meditate, to go inwards. There's something that your intuition has been speculating, picking up on, and it's correct. It would be correct. And I think it's going to be confirmed with this full moon in Taurus, or whenever you come across this reading, but this full moon in Taurus may definitely be confirming these intuitive insights and nudges that you have been getting for a while now, I would say. This full moon in Taurus. So your dreams need a practical plan. This could be highlighting, your material world, your money, your finances, your skills. Okay. Maybe you're thinking about learning some new skills, or you're like wanting to become more like financially responsible or financially literate. Like you're trying your best to just be more successful in the work that you do, and in terms of like your finances, like financial independence and financial freedom. I'm seeing, it's like, honestly, it's interesting because with this Pisces energy, this is giving more spiritual, healing, artistic, creative energy. And then with this Taurus energy, which Taurus does love their pleasure. They do love, the finer things. They love their pleasure. They love their comforts and, love and all that good stuff. But this is now bringing an attention to the physical and tangible reality. So there's a little shift of like Pisces, which is the underworld, right? The siren, the underworld versus land. So the siren, which is you're being called to like explore to the very deep depths of the ocean. And then this Taurus energy is like, but still remain anchored, grounded, or come back up for air. Where it's like the siren, you're going into the depths of the emotions, the feels, the water, the deep dark ocean, what really goes down there, like what's going on. We haven't explored a lot of our oceans, so there's so much that you're going to explore, but then there's also the need for you to come up for air / come up onto the land. All right, like know when your time is up. Kind of like if you're scuba diving. I've never done that. I feel like that'd be really scary, but maybe one day, but face your fears or whatever. But scuba diving, when you come up for air, or you're not coming up for air, but when you're finally coming up, you got to come up very slowly so your lungs don't explode. So it's like, I don't know. I'm speechless. I haven't got much else to say right now. Let's let the cards do the talking. But I feel like things are starting to materialize in ways that haven't before. There's some kind of dream or desire that you have that you need to stick to it. But yeah, planning is important. I feel like there's a lot of visualizing, but maybe you're needing to like write it down, get like a notebook or something, an organizer, a planner. There's a reason why you're being called down this direction, though. Definitely listen to this instinct. Be open to this path. Show me clearly what's going on for Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands. Seeing some resistance. I don't know if it's you or someone else, but we have a Nine of Wands falling right on top of the Seven of Wands. We even have Magician sideways, and all these cards are flipping out here, so let's go like this. We have a King of Swords. These cards are together. The World with the Lovers. This is, and that's the way it fell in between the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Wands. Okay, like this. So this is how we're going to read it. Page of Swords, Page of Wands, Ten of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Your hands are quite full. How could you take on another opportunity? There's some cleaning, there's some clearing that's needed. and that will take place. This is going to be a complex reading. I can just sense it. I'm going to grab my selenite wand. I love it. Okay. So we start off with the King of Swords. King of Swords is someone who's extremely discerning, very analytical, extremely logical. They tend to the details. Okay. You need to have your eyes wide open. Do not miss a single piece of information. This is like you're in dissect. You're dissecting everything that's within you, in front of you, that's around you. You need to keep your eyes sharp. Okay? Especially when it comes to your money, especially when it comes to saving, especially when it comes to building your empire, building your business. This is like someone who is in a high position of responsibility, could be in a position of power. This is somebody who is a brilliant worker, someone who's extremely intelligent, very educated, somebody who has a lot that they've built and a lot that, you know, they can't just give up or sacrifice, or like, I feel this is representing a very important person. This could be a parent, this could be a leader, this could be someone who is like works with money or other people's money, or they're like a manager, business manager, like they manage a lot of different projects or a lot of different people. Like I just sense that this is like one person, Queen of Pentacles and a King of Swords. This is someone who has a lot of creative abilities and could be even very physical or hands-on. But this is somebody who is extremely smart and quick and like witty as well. But this is also someone who's very friendly, but also don't fuck with them. Like this is somebody who, you know, if they get a pull towards something, they're going to do it, but they want to go at it in a way that's smart and like organized or planned out, like the whole, like your dreams need a practical plan. This is this person who has a plan, who has a 5-year plan, or like somebody who just, they got their shit together. This is representing somebody who truly is stable, resilient, reliable, and hardworking, and very deserving of all the success that they're coming into. And I feel like this is somebody who is coming into a lot of success. Okay. People might be seeing you at a time right now where you're really setting firm boundaries. Okay, so when the first two cards came out, Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, right? When we go to these two cards, this is representing somebody who has a lot of high standards for themselves, for what they surround themselves with, who they surround themselves with, what they indulge in. This is somebody who has a lot of boundaries and a lot of like rules. Even the King of Swords, right? A little bit of that Saturn vibes is what I'm feeling strongly. It's like boundaries, discipline, and they have their limits. You have your limits and you're not budging, and you know, so I also get a sense with this Queen of Pentacles, because she's very giving, she's very caring, she's like, she'll go out of her way for other people because she cares. Her heart is in it. She's not doing it because she expects something in return. She's doing it just because like it matters to her and she sees it's valuable. So the Seven of Wands could be representing other people that have rejected this Queen of Pentacles, who have rejected her care, who have rejected her help, her support, her guidance. This could have been someone that let me see, because the next cards are the World and the Lovers. So this could be showing that there's someone that you're at a distance with, or there's someone that, because even in the Lovers, in this card, there is this split in the ground. So this could actually be someone that you have gone separate ways with. And I mean, I'm seeing like divine protection and that it's like a blessing. Anyways, I'm just trying to like piece it all together. But yeah, Queen of Pentacles, I see you're coming into a lot of abundance, a lot of stability. Again, you're disciplined, you're hardworking, your efforts is paying off. I get very responsible energy from this combination. Okay. So let's just go to this World and the Lovers. I'm seeing cycles are closing out between you and karmic relationships. Okay, so there's been some people you have some karma with. You got a lot of clearing to do, and you are. And I feel like the World and the Lovers is showing like you've made up your mind, a choice has been made. And even going to the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands, you ain't budging, you're not folding, you're not... let me feel this out. Like you're done making excuses. You're also in this process of like healing and bettering yourself. And it's like if others aren't going to step up and evolve and grow with you, then it's like they're just blocking you or holding you back. There's something that's come to an end with the World. I feel you have accepted this. I feel like some of you could be leaving a job. Some of you could be moving. But I'm seeing that there's something changing in like your physical reality. You might be going through some physical changes too. And as you're going through some of these changes and you're recognizing some others who aren't changing or growing, or those who said that they were going to change, but then they haven't. And so the King of Swords, he doesn't have time to waste or time to, he wants to see solid effort / action. He wants to see that, okay, so you're going to talk about this. How are you going to show it? Talk versus the walk. So yeah, there's some things that are just like completely done over with, and you see it as a blessing. You see it as a blessing, and it is. And you learned your lesson. Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. There's someone who could be in denial. We'll have to clarify this, of course we will. There's someone who could be very resistant to this change or to this ending. It's not your energy. I feel like the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, like this is, again, someone who's hella responsible, someone who does not have time to waste or like to dilly-dally, to just keep giving chance after chance after chance. Like the King of Swords especially, like 3 strikes are out, bitch. If you make 1 strike, you're out, like, right? With the World, I feel like this is representing someone who has evolved, who has grown and ready for more. So going to the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands, there's someone who's like in denial or resistant, or they're kind of, I get a pushy, kind of forceful, a wounded, unhealed, shadowy aspect. And even the Magician trying to flip out in the reverse. Not entirely, but I do feel like there could be like manipulative qualities. Someone could be trying to sway you, manipulate you, change your mind, or try and get you to like lower your standards. It's now making me think of like an amusement park, and it's like you have to be a certain height to go on this ride. And there's like a kid, like a short little kid being like, come on, let me on this ride. And the person's like, too bad, you're not the height limit. So no, maybe next year if you grow a little bit more. You gotta grow in order to go on this ride. So those are the rules. Sorry, dude. This is the rules. Otherwise, I'm gonna get in trouble / I'm gonna be compromising all my growth, all the things that I've worked so hard for. I'm gonna be sabotaging all the effort, though it's not worth it, is what you're saying here. So Magician sideways. There's something coming up about doubts or hesitation, or it's like maybe not having all the tools to make something successful. So that's either this is that resistant person, or do you feel this way? This is a complex reading, y'all. I'm trying my best. Okay. At the bottom, it was the Page of Swords, Page of Wands, 10 of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's just so clear. It's so obvious. From a King of Swords, we start this reading, now we have a Page. So you're dealing with somebody who's younger than you or less experienced, or I'm seeing that someone wants to be you, or someone wants to be like you. It's the things, like they're looking over, they're admiring you, it's something about you and how you show up or what you've taught this person. You've given them a lot of hope. You've given them a lot of inspiration. To them, it looks like what you've done or what you've created or establish is like so easy, but it's not. Like, you had to work for it. You had to put blood, sweat, tears into whatever this is. It did not just come towards you out of nowhere. You didn't just like rub your fingers together and poof, it just magically appeared. Like, you had to work for it. Someone thinks that you were born this way. I mean, you probably were born this way, but like, there's someone that, I don't know, they're inspired by you. They want to be like you, or they want to become evolved and meet you at your level, but it isn't something that comes easy. And, you know, the Page of Swords, Page of Wands, they do like it simple. They do like it easy. And the fact that it's not going to be so simple for this person to level up or to grow, like, they got a lot of work to do. Can they do it? Yeah, of course they can. Is it going to happen overnight? Probably not. 10 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. You're going to have to work for it, but the rewards are worth it in the end, and it's for the best. So let's see what else I can get from this. If we're just talking about you, I feel like this reading is all over the place, but so going back to the siren, are you calling this person in to the ocean? Like, say you're the siren, you're the mermaid, you're the one making the call, you're calling in the frequency, and this Page person, Page of Swords, Page of Wands person, they're attracted to that song that you're singing, the vibration that you're putting out, that you are embodying, and it's like calling them in because they're being guided down this path, this journey of self-exploration and transformation. And it's not going to be easy, and it's going to require them to have a lot of courage, but it will be worth it. Like, are you the siren in this person's life? I'm just trying to like I'm trying to connect the dots here. Are you the siren here? You're the siren? Here, maybe there's sirens right now, and you're hearing like, you know, police sirens, fire truck sirens. Maybe that's comment down below if you hear a siren in, like, when you're listening to this. If you hear one, comment down below. That'd be wild. Okay. We're at 22 minutes. I'm like, how are we gonna wrap this all up in like 10, 15 minutes? I have no clue. How is it gonna unfold, y'all? I have no clue. Let's just see. What's the most important thing I should look into right now? I don't want to just jump ahead into the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. They came out together. The fact that the Nine of Wands fell right on top of the Seven, like, there's some energy, and maybe this is you, but I feel like it's an ex. I think it's this person. I feel like there's someone invading your energy right now. Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. And if we look at the Seven of Wands, you see how, where's my selenite wand? See how there's like this ridge? You can see that's where the ground splits. It's kind of the same thing that we see in the Lovers, right? The split ground. So there's someone that's in denial or fighting this transition, or fighting the fact that you've changed. You've changed. You're not the same person that you were the last time you've been dealing with each other. You've changed a lot. They've stayed the same from what it appears. Or you might see this as someone who's gone backwards from a king to a page. You might be seeing this as someone who, like, at once upon a time they were put together and they did have a lot of things in order, and then something just happened, they fell off. Or anyways, why is the Seven of Wands and Nine of Wands here? Like, someone needs to heal, but they're not taking accountability. And I'm getting like a finger blaming, pointing, blame game going on here. Seven of Wands and then Nine of Wands for Scorpio. Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So someone's convinced that if they work hard, they'll get what they want. Well, yeah, normally put the effort in. You don't give up. Persistence. Yeah, you normally, with that kind of attitude, you will be successful. Most times you will be successful. You don't quit. You don't give up. That's kind of the key to succeed. Oh, wow. Six of Swords and then Seven of Wands again. Someone's very persistent. Somebody who really is just set on a specific goal, a specific target. You may be the target. If this is talking about you, Like you're saying like, I've learned my lesson. I'm standing on my ground. I'm standing on my business. Like I'm not budging. You can't change my mind. I'm focused. Like this is such a heavy, focused, determined. What's going on here? Very focused and determined mentality to have. And like no matter what, no matter who might try to stop you or sway you or change your mind, you're fucking locked in. You're locked in. Okay. King of Wands, King of Swords, and Judgment at the bottom. Yeah, this is someone who's very like serious and Spirit has their back. So why is the Magician sideways? Talking about the Magician. Why is the Magician coming out sideways? Because I feel like it's interference, but we'll see what the cards have to say about this. 10 of Cups, and it flipped out sideways. With the 2 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, double confirmation. Page of Wands, double confirmation at the bottom. Wow, okay. So, crossroad vibes, decisions, not fully seeing everything. There's a bit of blind spots. Here we have some solid potential future possibility of something long term, something that could be related to this dream or desire. We have the 10 of Cups, which, yeah, this could definitely be bringing up like your hopes and dreams and wants, especially in terms of like love, your relationships, your home, your personal life. But because this is sideways, it's like you may be having hesitation or doubt, like, is this even possible? Is this something I truly want? You know, let me see here. It's like you could be at this position in your life, like, do you stay or do you go? Do you stay put with what's familiar, or do you leave that behind and branch out somewhere new? Or like some of you could be thinking about moving. This is big decisions about the future, though. So even like, remember, put that card over here. Remember the card meditate and contemplate. There's something you're needing to spend a good amount of time really going inwards and asking yourself, like, what do I want in this situation? What do I want in this relationship, in this job, in this environment? Like, what is it that truly like lights me up? Okay, so Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. See, like there's hope, there's optimism, and there's a groundedness, but then there's still a little bit of like a hesitation or doubt or like a mental block. Okay, so what's this Page of Swords about? What are the Page of Swords? Devil reversed. 5 of Wands and the Empress. 3 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 9 of Wands reversed. This is some very difficult, complicated person / energy. Struggle of growing / struggle of like letting good things grow. Devil reversed to the 5 of Wands. There's like a sabotage, let me destroy to have control sort of element. But then I'm also feeling like the Empress that comes out with this too. It makes me think of like a volcano and how when volcano, you know, the lava rocks and that creates a lot of fertile ground. Or even if we're talking about like trees burning, wow, that sucks, it's terrible, oh my god, RIP to our lungs. But then like new ground is fertile for like all this new life. So someone that's like someone's mindset is like, yeah, okay, I ruined everything, but now it's like we can start fresh, we can start over, we can start building something better, more sustainable. But there's something coming in about like competitiveness, competition, controlling ways, somebody who they get off of like fighting or like a little chaos, a little bit of some drama. It like someone thrives under stress. So they purposely create stressful situations, or they stress you out because it's like, or they stress themselves out because it like helps them grow. You know, even like plants, you stress out the leaves, the branches that grow a little bit better, a little stronger. There's something coming in about that. But okay, and then the fact that we're clarifying the Page of Swords. So Devil reverse, Page of Swords. So this is someone who's challenging their ways of thinking, their patterns, their habits. They're like starting to ask the questions, okay, why do I do the things I do? Where does this come from? They're in the early stages of figuring this out. Slash, I feel like this is someone who has taken a break, or they've been sober for a little bit, but it's still like very new. It could be like a couple days, couple of weeks, maybe a month or two. Or this is someone who they could easily resort back to old ways. So this is forming new habits, new patterns, but it's because it's so fresh, it's so new, it's not so simple. 5 of Wands. So this is someone who's constantly having to challenge their mind, challenge their thinking, challenge the thoughts they're having, how they communicate. This could be someone who struggles with communication. But Page of Swords to the Empress is someone who has a vision of like what they could become, or who they could step into, or the version of themselves that they desire to be. This could be, and I could even be talking to you, right? You see this version of yourself you want to become, and you know what is holding you back, or you know what is blocking you from your success. You know that if you just made this adjustment, made this change, or started doing XYZ, like you could show up better. Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands here? Queen of Cups. King of Cups. See a pair coming through. Page of Wands, please. High Priestess. And also Queen of Queen of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles at the bottom. There's a spiritual connection that you have. I feel like this reading's not making any sense. Whatever. It's just one of those days. Hard to follow for me, but I'm trying my best because I feel like we're like all over the map. There's a spiritual connection that you have with somebody, okay? There's like telepathy here. There's definitely like you're in each other's energetic fields, or like you're picking up on each other's thoughts, or you're dreaming of one another, meeting up in like other dimensions. Like there's some deep, deep spiritual connection that you do have. There's a strong pull. It's like the siren. You intrigue one another. You stir up all these different feelings and emotions and passions. And it's just like, you could be trying to understand this or trying to figure this out. But I feel like there's a lot of silence, or like radio silence, like just fuzz, like there's not a whole lot. King of Cups with the High Priestess, someone maybe with Pisces placements or water sign placements. We got heavy water, heavy water. Maybe something about a body of water, living near water, or by a lake or ocean or something's coming through. Again, what did we say at the beginning of this reading with the Moonology? There's certain downloads, dreams, insights that you've been having that are going to be proven to you or confirmed. What planet retrograded back into Pisces? Fuck. Let me see. Sorry, I'm going on my phone right now. Astro. Where's my app? Oh my god, I can't type. What moved into Pisces just again? Oh, this is the app I use. It's like loading. Hold on. Transit. Let's see. What moved into Pisces just recently? Oh my god, this is my chart. Okay, hold on. Neptune moved back into Pisces. Interesting, because that's its ruler. That's the ruler. Pisces, Neptune ruled. Full moon in Pisces. We've got 2 of the transits right here. Neptune in Pisces. We got Pisces energy. Full moon in Taurus. Full moon in Taurus. We got the transits literally in the cards right now. So there's a lot of like things being brought up from the surface, right? From the deep blue sea all the way to the bottom. You get into the bottom of a situation, gonna get all this clarity. There's a lot of like, what's real, what isn't, is this all in my head? Or is this like really manifesting in the physical 3D? Effort's got to be put in, effort's got to be made. Okay. Someone's trying to also find out information on you. This Queen of Pentacles and then the High Priestess, I'm feeling like this Queen of Pentacles is hard to read right now. So someone may feel like they're having trouble picking up on your energy. But you have no trouble picking up on theirs. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, Hermit. You both be thinking about one another, dreaming about one another. In this deep reflection, there's that energetic exchange I'm seeing here. 10 of Wands. Let's see why the 10 of Wands is here. Knight of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. The Star. 6 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. Definitely see, however this is unfolding, I can't pick this up. This goes to the whole, like, your dreams need a practical plan. The Star, your hopes, your dreams, your desires, with the Knight of Pentacles, a practical approach. Your dreams need a practical plan, okay? Because right now, the way you and this person are going about it, you guys have the same goals or same dreams or desires, but the way you're going about it, it's way more difficult than necessary. There's an easier way, or there's an easier approach. I'm also seeing from now to Aquarius season could be very important as this unfolds over the next couple of months. Slow and steady, but it's consistent, and there's hope about this, or the direction of where things are headed. You are hopeful about this, they're hopeful about this. Is it easy? No. 10 of Wands is fucking not. There's ways to make it easier, though. There's ways to ease this pressure. There's a need for some kind of like acknowledgement of what happened or occurred in the past, someone having to take accountability, or like there's just the need to see each other for who you really are and who they really are. There's a need to like take off a mask, or there's this recognition of growth, right? Because 6 of Cups, bringing up matters of the past. There's history here. Your souls at least have history. This might be someone brand spanking new, but your souls have history. Your soul's going to recognize one another. But there's this recognition of growth, or how much you have changed / continuing to evolve. Someone's also having trouble letting the past go, or there's like trouble of like letting people down, or they don't want to disappoint. You don't want to disappoint others. I'm seeing something coming up about like a past dream coming to fruition, and not to give up, even at times when you feel like you might want to give up. It's like saying hold out. Tower is actually at the bottom with this 10 of Wands, which tells me that there's going to be some sort of change here. Tower, 8 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. I don't like that. But you know what? Sometimes you have to lose it all in order to become free. Does that make sense? Judgment. Seeing like someone had to go through a lot of loss and painful things in order to wake up, because someone was so stuck in like the limited way of thinking, or like kind of like ignorance is bliss. Like someone here is just being like, oh, that'll never happen to me. Nah, I don't care. That's never going to happen to me. And then they had to go through this like awakening, or like they had to go through some sort of loss or devastation in order to snap out of it, or to awaken and do better, to change. Okay, this is a lot. I knew this reading was going to be complex. Like as soon as we started, honestly, I was like, it's going to be It's gonna be a different reading, but okay. Ace of Pentacles. Let's see. And then I've got to go because we're almost at 40 minutes. Okay. Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio. It's a new beginning. Turning a new leaf. Let's see. Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Wands reverse. This is where, you know how we saw that resistant, right? And I even said it at the beginning with the siren. You might resist a call, or vice versa. You're the one that's calling. You're radiating this vibration, this energy, this frequency. You're calling in. Someone's resisting, resist. Oh no, I can't. Oh no, it's not for me. Oh no. You can't keep that resistant energy. And then suddenly, finally, okay, I give in. Ace of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Wands reverse. I give in. I surrender. I fucking surrender. So yeah, look, at the bottom we have the Four of Pentacles. More of that holding restraint. Oh, not right now. I'll wait. Not right now. Okay. One of these days. Ace of Pentacles. Three of Cups. And then the Queen of Wands in the reverse. And then a Ten of Swords. Someone's not happy about the way things ended with you. Knight of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Someone's like at a crossroad, and the Eight of Swords. They don't know what to do. What the heck? What? You guys give me not the easiest messages to deliver. Nine of Wands reverse, Three of Cups, and then the Queen of Wands reverse. Like, why is the Queen of Wands reverse here? She's tired. She just wants to be happy. She's drained. She could be annoyed. It's like, why? This Queen of Wands reverse is like, it didn't have to take this long, but it did. There's going back to the sign, there's a reason why this path has taken you through all these different currents and lessons and pains and realizations. There's a purpose behind all of this. Everything you've been going through, there's a deeper purpose. There's a reason you're going through this. And there's these choices that you're making. There's choices other people are making. And I feel like this Queen of Wands reverse, she's just annoyed, or like, oh my God, this took forever. Like, oh my God, it's taking on, like, I get an eye rolly kind of bitchy vibe. Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands reversed. And maybe it's just because of this Ten of Swords, like betrayal or past, or some things that this Queen of Wands has trouble getting over or moving past, or having doubts. Let me pull one card on this Queen of Wands. Reverse, Queen of Wands reversed. Why is the Queen of Wands reversed here? Hermit. It's like she doesn't want to be bothered. Seven of Swords and the Five of Cups. This Queen of Wands in the reverse, I have a tickle in my eye. My whole eyelid, I just want to scratch my eye. Okay, whatever. Okay, well, I guess this Queen of Wands in the reverse just doesn't really trust this opportunity / this person. She's trying to protect herself and be detached, or just thinks that this is going to lead to disappointment. Five of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Like, the way the Hermit's shining a light on the Seven of Swords, like, I have played this game before. I'm not foolish. I'm not going to be fooled. This is just going to lead to heartbreak. Okay? Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, and then the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, like, there's this assumption being made that's like, okay, well, if I take this opportunity, if I take this chance, if I believe in this, if I go for this, I'm going to have to leave it anyways. Like, this is not going to take me anywhere. Oh my God, what was the point of this reading? This is like, okay, bye guys. See you next time. What? How do I... Am I not getting something here? We're at like 44 minutes. Shit. So then why are you taking... If that's the case, if you're feeling that way, then why are you taking this opportunity? Are you taking this opportunity? Nine of Wands reverse. Huh? Y'all, I don't like this reading. Respectfully. Going back to the siren though. Good or bad. Good or bad. Whatever this calling is. Whether it's something that's going to be good or the opposite. So there's a reason why you're being pulled towards this. Even if it leads to nowhere. Even if it leads to nowhere. That's okay. It doesn't always have to be led to some, I don't know. I'm trying my best to make this make sense. Because I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't. 8 of Wands, Judgment, with the 2 of Wands, choose wisely. Choose wisely. You could 2 different paths you could take. Take the opportunity, and even if you take the opportunity, it leads to nothing, oh well. And if you don't take the opportunity, it's fine because there's something else. Wheel of Fortune, and then 10 of Swords. Like I'm seeing an ending regardless. I don't know. This didn't make sense to me. But maybe it makes sense to one of you. I hope it does, because we just talked for like 45 minutes. So we'll do another reading in the near future for you, Scorpio. It's your birthday season. I'd love to bless y'all with the readings. So just stay tuned. If you're like, this wasn't my reading, we'll do another one in the near future. You'll see my face again soon, okay? Who knows? But happy motherfucking birthday. I hope you have a beautiful day. And I will see y'all later. Private readings available down below. Take care.